One of my favorite pieces of educational technology is Remind 101. It's such an easy way to communicate with students and parents without giving out phone numbers and in a safe legal way. So it really follows the ISTE standard 4A, which is advocate, model, and teach safe, legal, and ethical use of digital information and technology. So if you're not familiar with the Remind 101, it's, like I said, a way to communicate with parents and students easily and effectively. So if you go into Remind 101, what you could do is you can create a class. So you can have as many different classes as you need. So we can name this class, let's say I teach language arts, so language arts third period. We have a class code. My school is Thornton Middle School. Depends on your students. You'll have to check a box if it's okay to message people 13 or older. If they're under 13, you just have to ask for parents' email so they can see what's going on as well. So once you create the class, you can go in, and then this is where you can get your students' information. If you don't want to have them write phone numbers or emails down, you could pass around a computer and have them filled out yourself. So like they said, you could put your name in, and what this does, and then either email address or phone number. So I'll put my information in just to make it easy, and I can show you an example. You could add your whole class. I'm adding myself just to make it time sensitive so you could participate. It was added, so if you go over to this left side, we could click on language arts third period, and then what you could do here is you can type a message to your whole class that can send it to their phone or their email address. Okay, and this is a safe and effective way to do it because it's not coming from your own personal cell phone, and when the students reply to you, you don't get their cell phone number. So it's a very safe and legal way. You don't have to worry about having students' phone number, communication outside of school, all that sort of stuff. So what I like to use this for is to remind kids of what's coming up in class if there's anything due. So you could type a message in here. I could say check Google Classroom for new assignment. So, and if you hit send, it'll send it out to everybody who's in that class. Again, they can choose to have it sent to their email or as a text message. So that way, if there's something coming up that's due the next day, you can send out a Remind 101 that afternoon or night to remind them, hey, you need to get this assignment in. Also, I know I like to do this as well with my middle school students. I like to include parents in on this as well. So when we have back to school night, I'll have the parents come in. They can also enter all their information in. And that way, not only the students get the reminders, but the parents get the reminders so they can understand and know what the student's doing in class, and also if they have something that's due the next day that the parent needs to help them out. Also, like I said, if you go into the students can respond, and it just comes up just to the teacher. Another ISTE standard this would cover is 3B, which is collaborate with students, peers, parents, and community members using digital tools. So again, parents can communicate with you, and students can communicate with you in a safe and effective way. So that's a really cool tool to use as a teacher to remind kids of assignments. And personally, since I am also a coach, this is a great way for me to send out updates to my team. So I can send out a message, hey, practice got changed from 3:30 to 4 o'clock. Or make sure we're at the bus at 2 o'clock to leave for our game. So again, you're not getting the students' phone numbers, you're not saving them in your phone, but you still can communicate with them outside of class and without email, which we all know some kids don't check.